Today's video, it's a tragic video. It's a tragic story. It's a sad day, and it's actually quite an insulting topic. It's not insulting because it insults me personally or that I have thin skin and I can't handle the world. It's insulting and it's tragic because of what has become of our world and our society that allow things like this to happen. This is not the America that I grew up in. This is not the America that I took an oath to serve. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the two individuals you see on the screen here. The police officer is Police Officer Peter Gerber of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The young black boy that you see there is Terrell Isaiah Thompson. They both died in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin on February the 7th, 2023. They both died of gunshot wounds. They died during the same incident. The circumstances surrounding their deaths are very different from each other. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Johnny Castro. He is actually a Philadelphia police officer who draws or paints these pictures of fallen officers and some civilians who he's motivated to do that die during tragic incidents. His most recent post is about Peter Gerber of the Milwaukee Police Department. When he posts these pictures, he posts a little thing about their life and about the incident that ended up taking their life. And today I want to read that for you. So early Tuesday morning, Milwaukee police responded to a report of a suspect wanted for robbery that occurred just a few hours earlier on the city's south side. When Officer Peter Gerber and his partner located the individual, he ignored their commands to stop and took off running. After a foot pursuit, they caught up to the suspect and a violent struggle ensued. The man pulled out a gun and shot Officer Gerber at close range. Despite being mortally wounded, Pete was able to draw his service weapon and return fire, killing the gunman. Officer Gerber was rushed to a hospital where he succumbed to his wounds. Officer Peter Gerber was a 4-year veteran of the Milwaukee Police Department. Spent his entire time in uniform serving the community out of the District 4 station. He leaves behind his longtime girlfriend, both parents, and 6 siblings. Pete was a loving friend, a trusted colleague, and an outstanding officer whose passion it was to serve since he was 13 years old. The officer was awarded a life-saving commendation last year for heroically saving the life of a shooting victim who was trapped inside a burning vehicle. He was an absolute one of a kind, had a smile that brought you in. He was 37 years old. Now I want to talk to you about Terrell Isaiah Thompson and a GoFundMe that was set up by his mother. It says, "Hi, my name is Tamira Brown. I'm the mother of Terrell Thompson and just want to let you know a little bit about my son. He was a loving, joyful kid full of happiness. Terrell would take the shirt off his back to help a stranger. He was very well respected by his elders, and he grew up in a church with a loving family. We can all use a little help getting, we can use all the help we can get. Anything is appreciated. Just take the time to think about this young black man. We just want the truth about things and justice. He was only 19 years old and his birthday is in June. He enjoyed drawing, singing, and construction work. Please keep my family in your prayers. The reason these two men are linked is because Terrell Isaiah Thompson, this sweet, innocent young boy that went to church, murdered Peter Gerving in cold blood. This sweet young boy that loved life, loved drawing and singing and construction work, was out committing armed robberies. And when he was confronted by a police officer, he killed a police officer. And his mother put up a GoFundMe. She's trying to raise $10,000. Why does she need $10,000? The only reason this woman should be raising money is to give to the family of Officer Gerving. The piece of filth that she raised should be cremated and dumped in a fucking trash can. The other problem that I have with this is I have a serious problem with GoFundMe. As a company, I was thinking before I made this video of some of the things that they have raised money for and some of the things that they have banned from their website. Remember a young man named Kyle Rittenhouse? He was attacked by multiple people with deadly weapons, used a firearm to defend himself against violent criminals, and was put on trial for doing this. Some people started a GoFundMe to help him raise legal funds, and GoFundMe shut down the account and refused to allow people to raise money in his name. He was acquitted of all charges. You might also remember last year when there was a peaceful protest in Canada with some truckers that were protesting vaccine mandates for truck drivers. There was a GoFundMe account set up for them to help support their peaceful protest, and that account was also shut down by GoFundMe. Over the years, GoFundMe has had multiple accounts set up for people just like Terrell Isaiah Thomas, who the reason he is dead today is because he shot and killed a police officer. He died committing a violent criminal act. They've also raised countless funds for different Antifa groups and Black Lives Matter groups that have gone to commit countless acts of violence and cause billions of dollars worth of property damage. This GoFundMe for this kid needs to be taken down. Anybody that donated money to it should be ashamed of themselves. To the family of Officer Gerving, I'm sorry for your loss. And I thank you for your sacrifice.